All praise to the Most High, through His only begotten Son, Mashiach Yahweh, the one that the whole world called ignorantly Jesus Christ. Another video, brother and sister, to edify the brother and sister. This is first of all to the 12th tribe of Israel, and then if it's, spiritual, for the hidden to listen and learn, that's still fine, because we are the salt on this earth. And first of all, in this video, I'm coming on a very, I would say, very important topic, okay, where a lot of people, we've been taught so many things, so many lies, right? So in this video, it has nothing to do with racism, it has nothing to do with hate, it has nothing to do with whatever you want to believe, or you Christian, but nothing than the truth. The truth matters, okay? The truth matters. Whether you agree or you disagree, is the truth or not. And what truth are we talking about? The Bible, okay? I do not operate like the way your pastor operates. I do not, like the Pope, the priest, I don't. I have to read the Bible word for word. I must read precept upon precept, here, there. So without any further ado, we're going to jump into the topic. So the topic of this video is what? What is the skin complexion of the Hebrew Israelite, or the prophet, Christ, the apostle, or the Israelite, okay? So, because the term black and white were designed to keep people into sleep, to look on us, especially the so-called black people, because we are not really black. Are we really black? Like my hair color, my hair is black, but my skin is not black on me. It's brown, different shade of brown, okay? The same thing goes with the so-called white people. Are they really white like this paper? Are they really white like this paper? No, okay? The different shade of red, because you can see the blood through. It's just a fact. That's how the Most High created them. Whether you agree, whether you disagree, we got to go by that to the Most High. So first of all, for many of you, you can't just say things out of your mind. You got to prove it from the Bible. That's why the book of 1 Peter chapter 4 verses 11 says, if any man speak, let him speak according to the oracle of God. Okay? The same thing, we can go to the book of Isaiah chapter 8 verse 20. If they speak not according to this law and to the testimony, it is because there is no light in them. So anyone who's going to refute, argue, go back and forth against me, you ain't doing anything. You're just going against Christ and his Father. And when you do that, you put yourself in that position, you literally war an antichrist. Okay, so I'm going to read. This is the book of Revelation chapter 22, the last book. This is the word of Christ to John the Revelator on the Isle of Patmos, right? I'm going to read it. This is the book of Revelation chapter 22 and verses 18 through 19. He said, for I testify unto every man that heareth the word of the prophecy of this book. So first of all, you must hear it. Like I'm reading to you, or somebody meets you on the street, on the highway, byway, trying to teach you, you must listen. However, if you don't listen, watch this. He said, and if any man shall add unto these things, so for example, whatever is written in this book, if I do not believe it, or I'm not taking it serious, that means what? Or like I'm going against it, that means I'm adding, or either I'm removing. It got to be one way. Either when you go against the Bible without reading, without understanding, that means what? You adding or you removing. It's not literally when the people just typing or translating or mistranslating. No, it's talking about both. If you don't agree by whatever is written, because this is the book of life, that's the only book, okay, to the 12th tribe of Israel, okay. So I'm going to continue. It says, God shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. And this message was specifically to the 12th tribe of Israel, because there will always come wicked people among ourselves. Always, okay. And if any man shall take away from the word, so whatever written, somebody read it to you and you say, oh, it doesn't matter. Who are you to say it doesn't matter? Are you the one? Are you the Most High? Are you God? Do you know more than the Most High? Do you know more than Christ? In which position are you putting yourself and you say, the thing written in this book, it doesn't matter? Can you go tell the Chinese in the God that they believe in a book that whatever they're reading doesn't matter? No, you can't say that. Can you go tell that to the Arab? No, you can't say that. Can you go tell that to the East Indian in the God they believe in the book they read? No, you can't say that. So why is always toward the Bible? Because you know this is the only true book, whether you like it or not. You don't like to read it, but this is the only book, and we're gonna rely on this book until we die. This is the book of life. Whether you believe it or not, you don't want to read it, is your problem. But we really and highly recommend it and suggest that you read out of this book and keep the law and the commandment of the Most High. Then I'm going to continue. Verse 19. And if any man shall take away from the word of this book, of the book of this prophecy, God shall take away his power out of the book of life and out of the holy city. Which holy city? Jerusalem. okay, and from the thing which are written in this book. So anybody want to play hard-headed? But now, where did Christ found this to read it? He found it in a book. Let's go in the beginning. In the book of Deuteronomy chapter 4. Okay, Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verses 2. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 4. Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verses 2. This is what the Most High God, Yahweh, told Moses to let all the Israelites know. He said, don't do this thing. You must believe and do everything that's written here. Literally, everything. He said, well, ye shall not add unto the word which I command you. That means if the Most High said to keep the Sabbath, don't tell anybody it doesn't matter. You can keep the Sabbath whatever day you want. You can, no. Does the Bible say that? Did the Most High say that? No. So you make it enough. You add in enough to it and you remove it. Guess what? You're going to get destroyed, man. You got to repent and stop all the things. You Christians don't read the Bible, especially the so-called black, the so-called Latino. You don't read the Bible, man. You just listen to the pastor that deceived you for more than 400 years, and you still don't want to wake the hell up. He said, you shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall you diminish aught from it, that ye may keep the commandment of the law, your God, which I command you. So you see, it's very simple, right? I'm going to jump to the book of Revelation again. I'm going to go back and forth, precept upon precept. Okay, just bear with me. I got to go back and forth, precept upon precept. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verses 3. Blessed he that read it, like I'm reading right now. And whoever is going to follow, learn, and read this Bible, he said, blessed he that read it. And they that hear the word, whoever listen, watch my video, and learn, keep the commandment of the Most High, say, blessed is he that read it. And they that hear the word of this prophet. He didn't say just listen. You got to read it. You got to listen it. Okay. And keep. How do you keep? You put into practice. Not just with your mouth. My pastor said it now. And keep those saying, those things which are written down. For the time is at hand. It's very simple. Then I'm going to jump to verse 13. Because most of you Christians say it doesn't matter. Oh, the color of Christ doesn't matter. Today his color doesn't matter. But when they were changing, they were whitewashing everything. It didn't matter. You were not there. Now that the Most High waking us up to all the fucking of the earth, and we're bringing it out, telling you that Christ look has a dark skin complexion, woolly hair, all this, they all have break loose, right? Because you heard the truth, man. Anyone who has such spirit, you heard the truth, man, and you are antichrist, literally. Okay, I'm gonna continue. Let's see what Christ say in verses 11. I'm gonna read it. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verses 11, saying, I am Alpha and Omega, Christ. Alpha and Omega, okay? He was there from the beginning with the Father, okay? He was the first one of the Father, the first one, the first and the last, because he was the last prophet to come, not Muhammad. Muhammad was not a prophet, okay? And what thou seest, so Christ is telling John, whatever you see, okay, that's why I'm telling you, Christian, you need to keep your mouth shut. No arguing, you never read the Bible, you don't know a damn thing in the Bible, so you must humble your spirit and learn. Open the Bible, pray, ask for the Most High for forgiveness, and he will enlighten you. It's important, man. Don't just talk your mouth with all the vain weakness, right? He said, what thou seest, write in the book and send it unto the 7 churches which are in Asia. Who are they talking to? Because the Israelites, the so-called Jew that were born outside of Jerusalem and Judea, they were living in those areas. And that's why they're calling them church. He was not talking to a building like you go, no. He's talking about it's a region. That's why those regions were considered churches because Israelites were living over there. Okay? Unto Ephesus, unto Smyrna, unto Pergamos, unto Thyatira, and unto Sardis, unto Philadelphia, unto Laodicea. So you see, he said to write it. So if it didn't matter, why would Christ say to write it? Okay, let's continue. I'm going to go to the book of John chapter 7. I'm going to go to the book of John chapter 7, verse 38. Just to prove you guys, because there'll be a lot of scoffer these days. This is the book of John chapter 7, verses 38. And I'm going to read it. He said, he that believe on me. So you Christians say you believe in Christ? I don't think you really believe. Because when you believe, this is what Christ said. He said, he that believe on me, as the scripture have said. So how did the scripture say Christ looks like? He said he's a dark skin complexion. All the prophets look dark skin. But I know in your movie, the Hollywood movie, all the weakness they show you, Egypt, Moses, you see all this weakness. When, for example, you go on the Univision, another wicked channel, or by the so-called Jewish people, what do they portray? They portray everybody in the Bible as white. That's all you see all over the place. And they're pushing for that, and everybody believes all over the world. They don't read the Bible verbal for verbal, like word for word. No, but they'll come up with satanic idea, doctrine, anti-Christ, anti-God. This is not about it. It's the truth. It's the fact. You get mad, you can flash my video, you can remove it, you can flag it, whatever you want to do. The Most High is going to deal with you. It's simple. I don't have to fight with anybody. But the Most High, the God of my forefather, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that he's going to bring vengeance on this earth for us. We don't have to fight. We let everything in the hand of the Most High. And I'm going to continue. I'm going to read it again. He that believe on me, like you Christian, so stop being hypocrite. If you don't read this Bible, or whatever this Bible say, that's what you have to follow, not what your pastor say. And don't tell anybody that color doesn't matter. Everything matters. Because when somebody goes steal or rob you, steal your wallet, your identity, how do you identify the person? By his what? Appearance, physical appearance. Do you tell the police it doesn't matter how the person looks like? No. Damn it, that's a lie. Wake the hell up, man. He that believe on me, as the scripture have said, out of his belly, like the scripture say Christ look like this. That's what we got to believe. He said, out of his belly shall flow river of living water. What is he talking? Is it literally talking about river of living water? No. You understand this Bible, this prophecy, and you'll be able to teach people and keep the law and the commandment. You have faith that Christ died, and that if you repent and keep the commandment and the law of the Most High, you get saved when Christ returns. It's not like, oh, we're just going to get saved because we call on Jesus every Sunday. No, that's a lie. I'm going to continue. First John chapter 2. Okay, bear with me. First John chapter 2, and I'm going to read verses 18 first. Little children, it is the last time. So because Paul, John at this time, most of them thought that they were living in the lifetime where, and in the latter time where this thing will happen to them. He said, as ye have heard that Antichrist shall come. He said, Antichrist. And even now, are there many? I told you in one of my prior video again about Antichrist. I'm reading for you Christian that quick to say color doesn't matter. If you say that, you are of Antichrist. Everything matters. Everything written in this Bible is it matter. It's not because you don't believe. It doesn't matter to you. It matters to the Most High, the creator of heaven and earth. And it matters to us, the Israelites. Because we've been taught so much life for more than 1,000 years. Or like 100 years. So you want us to still in this system so you can keep on ruling over us, keep us down in a jail system, working for you 24/7, no rest, just because of what? Money? No. So he said, well, even now are there many antichrists? He said, well, many antichrists, not only the president, not only the prime minister, many, you Christian. Okay, I always say, whereby we know that this is the last time. You see, John said we know this is the last time. I'm going to read verse 22. Who is the liar? But he that denied that Amashiach Yahawashaya, he that denied that the so-called Jesus Christ, he is antichrist. You see, if you deny Jesus Christ, how do you deny? You say his color doesn't matter. You're going against him. That means you don't believe that he look like that thing. Why won't you believe? What is the matter? What is the matter? You won't believe it. He said, he is antichrist that deny the Father and the Son. You see, you deny both the Father because Christ, he look like his Father. Don't when you have a kid, for you brothers, sisters, Latino, Native Indian, and then black, when you have a kid, doesn't your kid look like you? Unless your wife go cheat on you, or maybe the husband go cheat with somebody, then the kid won't look. But the kid by force got to look like somebody in the family, either the daddy or the mom. Okay? I'm going to go to the same book. 1 John chapter 4. 1 John chapter 4, I'm going to read verse 1 through 3. It says, beloved, believe not every spirit. Don't anybody just come and tell you color doesn't matter. Do not believe them. They lie because they are not coming out from the Bible. But try the spirit, whether they are of God. So you need to try them. Why they are not reading the Bible to you? Why they are not teaching you the law like I do all the time, like I always bring it up. Right? He said, because many false prophets, like your pastor, like you have all over the world, in Africa, Latin America, USA, Europe, Asia, all these lying pastors, okay, are gone out into the world. Here but now, know ye that the Spirit of God, every spirit that confesses that Amashiach Yahawashaya, Jesus Christ, is come in the flesh is of God. So if you confess it, how do you confess? You must accept whatever the Bible says. That's why I read to you John chapter 7, verse 38. It's very simple, right? It says, and every spirit that confesses not, now every spirit that confesses not that Amashiach Yahawashaya, Christ is come in the flesh is not of God. You are not of God because you say color doesn't matter, right? He said, and this is the spirit of Antichrist. Wherefore you have heard that it should come, and even now is already. And I'm a John. 2 John chapter 1, verse 7. Okay, 2 John chapter 1, verse 7. For many deceivers are entered into the world, who confess not that Mashiach Yahawashah is come in the flesh. This is the deceiver and Antichrist. I'm telling you, man. You got to keep your mouth shut. When you don't know whatever is written in this book, you got to watch out. Don't say anything because you're going to be judged on those words. Especially when you say things against the Bible. No, man. So, now what color? How did the Most High create everything? Let's see. Okay, we'll go to the beginning because that's in the beginning we clarify everything. The book of Genesis chapter 2 and verse 7. This is the book of Genesis chapter 2 verse 7. And the Lord God, Yahweh, okay, formed men of the dust of the ground. So what color has the dust of the ground? Brown. Different shade of brown. Okay? It's not white. It's not very black like a black shirt. Like my hair. No. It's different shade of brown. Okay? Maybe when you go to the beach, you might get a white sand. But originally, everybody got dark skin. Dark skin. Because you need the melanin. If you don't have the melanin, the sun is going to smile you. You're going to get a cancer. Okay? That's why the Most High give everybody melanin. Until Esau was born. When Esau was born in Genesis chapter 25 with Jacob, they were twin brothers. But they were not twin straight. God already separated even before they were born. God already said it like that. Okay? It was by election. It doesn't matter who runs this. This is by election. God pick who he wants. He's the creator. I don't have any problem with it. If you have problem with it, that means you go against God. You anti-God, anti-Christ. So it's your problem. So we know what? And the Lord God formed men of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostril the breath of life, and men became a living soul. So we know what skin color people have at that time. Dark, different shade of brown. Okay? Dark skin complexion. Okay? I'm going to jump to the book of Sirach, chapter 17, verses 1. So this is the book of Sirach, chapter 17. This is Sirach, chapter 17, and verses 1. This Sirach, because where did he find it? Where did he read it from? The Bible. The prophet, the apostle, they didn't say anything in vain. They always go to the writing. Genesis, go to all the book of the prophet and study and learn. That's what they did. They didn't operate like you Christian. You just lie. Use your mouth, lie. You worry about money, how to go to this place, or have this house, buy this car. That's what you worry about every day. You don't care about the Most High. No. Literally, you don't care. So this is the book of Sirach. Maybe you won't find it in your regular Bible. You got to buy King James Version, 1611. It comes sometimes with Apocrypha. Or you're going to have to buy the Apocrypha separate. Okay? These are the book that the so-called Protestant, they removed from the Bible after they separated from the Catholic Church. Okay? I'm going to read this, the book of Ecclesiasticus of Sirach 17 and 1. He said, the Lord created man of the earth. What color is earth? Again, he's repeating the same thing. Earth. What color is earth? Different shade of brown. Darker, lighter, brown, cafe, cocoa, all this. Okay? And I'm going to continue. And turn him into it again. So that's why we were born from the ground, because we got dark skin just like the ground. And when we die, we got to get buried there because we came from it. We're going to go back to it. All right. And I'm going to continue. I'm going to go to the book of Exodus chapter 4 verses 2. This is the book of Exodus chapter 4 and verses 2. And the Lord said unto Moses, because if Moses was white, first of all, we know he was not white. He was a dark-skinned person. He looked like the Ethiopian, like the ancient Egyptian, all dark-skinned people. I don't have too much time, but I have a lot of documents, fact, books to prove you, okay? That everybody in the Bible, dark-skinned people. And black people ruled Europe for 1,000 years before they were overthrown. Do your research study. You studying history, getting PhD. You need to study, you need to learn something new, okay? Black people ruled Europe for 1,000 years. Whether you believe it or not, that's the joke is on you. That's another topic again. And he said, and said unto Moses, put forth thy hand and take it. Now, I'm going to read 4 verses. Okay, this is Exodus 4, verses 6 through 7. And the Lord said furthermore to Moses, put now thy hand into thy bosom. He's telling him, put your hand into your pocket. And he put his hand into his bosom. And when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as the snow. So leprous, well, he turned kind of white, leprous as the snow. So that was a disease. So some people got clean leprosy. Some people got like unclean leprosy. So when you read the Bible, it's 2 different types of leprosy. Or the unclean one, when you see, they'll look pale, just like Esau, right? But the other one you can find like the albino or somebody losing his melanin. I'm going to continue. And he said, put thy hand into thy bosom again. And he put his hand into his bosom again and plucked it out of his bosom. And behold, it was turned again as his other flesh. So you see, so Moses, his skin that turned leprosy, like white, turned back again to what? To his normal flesh. What normal flesh? Brown. Different shade of brown, dark skin. He was a dark skin person. We're gonna prove it. Let's go to the book of Job. Because Job was the prophet. Okay. Let's see what Job he said. This is the book of Job, chapter 30 and verses 30. Okay. This is the book of Job, chapter 30 and verses 30. If you read your NIV, you're going to get full. Your NIV, they remove so much word for it, over like 48,000 words or 38,000 words they remove. Your NIV, your NAKV, all this, no. Come and read it. This is the book of Job, chapter 30, verse 30. He said, my skin is black upon me. Do you understand English? Okay? And we know that word, originally in Hebrew, is kada. Kada means, it just means dark. That's what he meant, right? He said, my skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat. So, if Job said his skin is black, you think you can take a so-called white person and put him under the sun and he's going to turn black? Dark skin like my skin? No. It's impossible. Either they're going to get burned, still they won't turn brown like me, okay? Or they're going to put some sunscreen that will help them to look kind of tan, but they cannot turn black like. The only people, the only person that can turn very black like he's saying here are the so-called black, Latino, Native, because they have already melanin. So the more you stay under the sun, you get more darker. That's why, for example, I'll give you a lesson today. When you go to West Africa, you go to countries like Senegal and Ghana, the sun goes to sleep late. So people over there, they're more darker because they get hit more by the sun than people that live, for example, Ivory Coast, Benin, Nigeria, etc. Okay? So Job, the prophet, he was a dark-skinned person, very dark-skinned. Okay? I'm going to go to the book of Solomon. Solomon was who? The king of, the son of King David, right? Let's go and see what he said. Okay? Song of Solomon. This is the Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verses 5 through 6. Let's read. Solomon was a king. Okay, he was a king, son of David. He said, I am black. Whoa. He said he's black. Kada, dark. That's what he said. I am black but comely. Oh, ye daughters of Jerusalem. So you see, they were not so-called Middle Eastern or no. He said, well, I am black but comely. Oh, ye daughter of Jerusalem. As the tent of Kedar. You see, the tent of Kedar was what? Very dark as the curtain of Solomon. Look not upon me. Watch this. Listen very verse 6. Look not upon me because I am black. So Solomon was a black person. Why you don't show your movie? Why you don't portray, man? Why you deceive everybody? Bringing the white Jesus all over. No, enough is enough. You got to tell the truth, man. And this is the truth. And nothing about the hate. You've been deceiving us for so long. Now the Most High operates to the Most High truth is only because Hamashiach Yahweh is waking us up right now. And you can't allow to see this, right? But the Most High is with us. Look not upon me because I am black. Because the sun has looked upon me. My mother children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyard. But my own vineyard I have not kept. So again, he said he's black, very black. Because he's outside in the sun, watching over the sheep of his father. Watching over the grapes, the vine. So the sun keeps get more darker. Do you get that? So don't tell me color doesn't matter. Everything matters. Okay? Anyone who say color doesn't matter, you are an antichrist and anti-God. Okay? The truth must prevail. I'm going to go to the same book. The same book. So this is the book of Song of Solomon, chapter 5 and verses 11. I'm going to read this, right? 5 and 11. He said, well, my beloved is white and ruddy. What is he talking about? White? He's just talking about clean. He's not talking about literally being white because we know there's no such person as a being white, like a white paper, like a white t-shirt. No. He's talking about sinless, no sin. They're clean. That's what he means. He said, well, ruddy. Ruddy is some mirror what? Brown, dark. Okay, watch this. He said, the chiefest among 10,000. He said, well, his head is as the most fine gold. So you see, he describing the head of the Israelites, of his people, right? He said, his locks are bushy. Who got locks? Like you see, my locks is growing slowly. These are locks. Okay, who can have locks on this one? The so-called Negro and Native Indian and Latino, they can have it. Okay, always depend on the texture of your hair. Like woolly hair mostly is easy to have locks. That's why you see a lot of black people, they got locks. I used to have locks I carry like 2 years ago, and I'm letting grow up again. Okay, black people and black as a raven. Okay, simple, man. It's not complicated, man. It's so much scripture I can bring it out. I'm going to go to Jeremiah 14 and 2. There's so many scriptures. I'm going to go to Jeremiah 14 and 2. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verses 2. This is Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. It's a Judah money. Judah is what? That's what the chief tribe for all the other 3 tribes. Okay? It's a Judah money, and they get their own language. It's they are black. So it's telling you that the Jews are black. They know white. Like Jewish people, Jewish mean what? Tending to be Jew, they are not. If I say reddish, is it the same thing like red? No. Reddish, that means tending is pretending to be red, but it's not red. If I say bluish, okay, does it mean it's blue? No. It's pretending to be blue. That's why the Most High allows Satan to put the spirit on them to pick the name Jewish, because they know very well. Okay? Even Hitler, he know these are not Jew. Okay? That's why Hitler, he called them what? Bastard. It's written in some of the writing of Hitler. Hitler know very well. We know these people living in Jerusalem. They went over there in 1948 under who? The United States, British, and the League of the Nations, 1948. And they start attacking the Palestinians, which we know they don't belong to that land neither. That's why we can't go over there. We got to let the Most High clean that land. He got to clean it. Christ got to come and put end to all the weakness, whip them out from that land, and then we're going to go back to our land. But we must keep the commandment of the law of the Most High. That was the part. He said, well, they are black onto the ground. You see, he's telling you, Judah, the Jew, they are black like the ground, onto the ground. Which color is the ground? Like I said, Genesis chapter 2, verse 7. In Sirach 17 and 1. Dark skin, different shade of brown, the ground, right? Okay. I'm going to continue. I'm going to go to Hebrew to prove that. Hebrew chapter 7, verse 14. You got to prove all things. Prove all things. If the Most High allow me. Okay, this is the book of Hebrew, chapter 7, verse 14. Because Christ came from the lineage of who? Judah. Judah all the way down through David and then his father Joseph. Same lineage, Judah. Okay, Christ was from the tribe of Judah. He was a Jew. Now let's see. He said, verse 14, for it is evident, that means the fact, we know for fact that our Lord sprang out of Judah. Christ came out of Judah. Okay, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood. Okay, and I'm going to continue. Let's go to Lamentation. Who wrote Lamentation? Jeremiah. Let's see what Jeremiah said about his people. So I'm going to read verses 4 and 8 first. This is the book of Lamentation, chapter 4, verses 8. And I'm going to read it. He said, their visage like my face is blacker than the coal. You know what is the coal? Charcoal. You see the color of charcoal is very black. Very black, right? So is he just letting you, the Jew are very dark. The Hebrew Israelite, very dark. Very dark people. Those are the original people of the Bible, man. We fell off because we sinned against the Most High. That's why we don't know. I'm going to read it again. This is the book of Lamentation, chapter 4, verses 8. Their visage is blacker than the coal. They are not known in the street. That way no one considers us. The Chinese, the so-called white people, East Indian, Pakistani, everybody look on us down. But it's all good, man. That's why you don't know we are the Jew, man. And sometimes when we tell you, it sounds like a mystery. You don't believe it. Okay? That's fine. It's all right. He said, well, the skin cleaved to the bone. It is withered. It is become like a stick because we were suffering. Working hard under the sun, suffering, going to it. Now another one again by Jeremiah, the same book, Lamentation chapter 5, verses 10. He said, our skin was black like in the oven. Okay? Because of the terrible famine. You see? Because at that time, our forefathers have been put to death, destroyed. Some of them outside looking for food, working hard, struggling, all these things. That's why he said, well, our skin was black because they've been under the sun for so long. Okay? You can't put white people under the sun and they're going to get black. It's impossible. Wake the hell up. Okay? And I'm going to continue. I'm going to jump to Daniel. Okay? Because Daniel, he saw God and he saw God in a vision and he saw Christ. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verses 9. I beheld till the throne was cast down. The throne being cast down, all the government being destroyed. America, France, UK, all these Africa countries, Latin America, Venezuela, Costa Rica, whatever you want to name it, Canada, New Zealand, all destroyed. He said, I beheld till the throne was cast down. And the ancient of the dead, he said, you know who is the ancient of the dead? The Most High, Yahweh. Okay? He said, whose garment was white? Like we read white over there. White because the Most High is the only living God. Clean. No sin, nothing. Perfect. Okay, that would say clean. He got white garment on, let's say, as a snow. And the hair of his head, like the pure wool. Who got woolly hair on this earth? He's telling you God got woolly hair, pure wool. Okay, and don't tell me God is spirit. Okay? Because if he is spirit, how come he got body? And he said, well, who did seed? For somebody to seed, you need a body. Okay? You need a body. Okay? God has a throne and he sits on it. Okay, white as the snow, and the hair. For you to have a head, you need to have a body, and you need to have a head. White like a pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as a burning. So I'm gonna jump to the same book. That was the description of God. Now let's see the description of Christ. He said that Daniel saw. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 10, verses 5 through 6. And I'm gonna read it. Then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold or Uphaz. His body also was like the beryl. So Christ, whatever he was wearing was green, like this, green, okay, like a beryl. And his face has the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as a lamp of fire. How you know that? Why his eyes were red?